I love the videos. I love what we get to share. Julie Luce. Hi. Have you seen the moon? The flower moon. The flower moon. Andre Bush. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a big moon. And there's something that happens, the phenomenon in... I don't want to listen to me right now.
Tell me you don't know what love is.
510 in the house. Hello, Melanie. So, in St. Joseph, where we are, there's the bluff, and then the beach. And across the lake is Chicago. And certain evenings, you can see the lights of Chicago. Sometimes you just see the lights on Lakeshore Drive, the street lights, the big street lights are kind of an orangish pink. So then you look out onto the horizon and you see this orangish pink. Some nights you can actually see the outlines of the buildings in downtown Chicago, and tonight happens to be one of those nights. So you look over to the east and see this big beautiful flower moon, and then you look to the west and you see Chicago. It's like 54, 53, 54, 61. I think it's 54 miles. How many miles is it across? Yeah, it's crazy. It's really, it's just a neat thing to see. Every day I write the book. Elvis Costello, 11. The way you walk, the way you talk and try and kiss me and laugh in 4 or 5 paragraphs. Andre and I recorded this. All your compliments and your cutting remarks are captured here in my quotation marks. 2005, I think. This is and then remember Eddie Dixon a couple weeks ago, guitar player? He was the manager for Tower Records in Chicago, and that's when I met Elvis. He had heard my Under the Influence watching The Detectives, but then he heard this, and this is when he kissed my hand. Peppermint tea is steeping. I have ginger. Did I leave my tea? You don't know the difference. I left my tea. I left my tea, you guys. With my pen and electric typewriter. Even in a perfect world, where everyone is equal, I still hold the film rights and be working on a sequel. And I'm giving you a longing look every day. Every day I write the book. Oh, you did? Oh, that's so cool. Every day. I gotta get my tea. Nah, I'll be good. I'm giving you a longing look every day I write the book. And you wrote a story. That's so cool. Yeah, that was a great time. So, yeah, that's when I met Elvis. And we did this record at John Evans is an incredible bass player. Hi, Lori. That lives on the Cape with his beautiful wife Allison, and I think they have a cat, and I know they have a dog. And he's kind of a rock star too. But tonight won't be last any night. Tonight, Rolf and I did a concert in Chicago a couple of years ago at a gentleman by the name of Michael Teach. And he has a really great songwriters performance space, and he also videos and does all this really fun video work and posts it online. Yeah, Elvis was at Jazz Fest. He sure as heck was. And he was out after. Well, just floating around. Water. Hi, Mama. She hung up. So Michael has this really fun venue at his house, and he had booked us, and then I think Rolf called and said, do you mind sharing the bill with somebody else? Hi, Mom. Mama Grace. I don't think she knows she's calling me. Hi, Chris. How are you? Nice to see you. So, Pete Summer, what's up? So, I said, why not? Let's have fun. We're in Chicago. We're going to meet somebody. Maybe we'll end up doing a gig with them somewhere else sometime. Sorry, you guys. I need to let her. Grace, what can I do for you?
Sorry, you guys.
Mom?
What can I do for you?
Okay, I'm hanging up. Please don't call back because I got to call another person. Bye. Love you. Okay.
I'm hanging up. Please don't call back.
I learned something interesting today, but it doesn't pertain to this. I learned, I'm just going to see if she's going to call back. Because somebody else is now calling me also. So, we do this, we get to this place, we meet this guy, it's his house, it's a cool brownstone, we have, he makes food for us, and what do you guys need? Anything you need at all, and go out, here's money, I'll buy you food, whatever. And then this really cool woman walks in with like 9 stringed instruments, carries them all up from her car. She had driven in from Nashville, and I'm like, this woman rocks. This is like, her name is Donna Frost. She did a set, we did a set, we flipped. Okay, cool, Mama. Yay, she's on. Hi, Mama Grace. So by the end of the night, we're talking dogs, we're talking art and Nashville and music, and we were sisters. And we've said for the past 2 years, one of these moments, we're going to get back together. Well, it's happening here tonight. And I'm excited to give her a call. I just wanted to thank you all one more time for being here tonight. And if you were here last night, what a treat. What an amazing Ruth Love was so fun, and my cousin Helen, and the food, and it just, I got so many messages today about how fun that was. And I know that every night is equally as fun in a different way, but it being Cinco de Mayo, and tonight is 6 de Mayo, and it's, I think, as Joe Velez said, we celebrated New Mexico, and I'm getting another message, and that's fun. That's fine. Keep messaging me. Everyone's messaging me about the moon, and, oh, who is this? Lillian Pearl. When she was a baby puppy girl. This is one of Elizabeth Kirian, the woman that did the sun. I have Lillian and Frida. I have Lillian and Frida to thank for tonight's artwork. Anyway, so yes, Lil's the best. She's in my heart. All right, without further ado, we are going to call Miss Donna Frost.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, darling.
Hello there. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. What a beautiful guitar.
Oh, thank you. It was a birthday present for me.
Is it blue?
It's black.
It is black. Okay. It looks.
It's got a little white and black around the trim. I'm wearing blue, so I guess I'm kind of...
Yeah, you are. I'm wearing black because I thought of you. I thought I'm going to wear black, but I got a little turquoise, so I have a little blue on. I could throw a little blue on. I had blue. I had blue on tonight. But I'm just looking at you right now, and I'm going to flip you over to all my peeps. There's a good 14 people on right now, and I got to take you. Oh, there you go. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Here you go.
No, Tennessee.
Let's see. Where do I? Okay, I need
Where do we go?
Because sometimes on Messenger it's flipped a certain way, so I need to position you. John DeFazio is on. Hello, John.
Hi. All right. Oh, see me. Hey, y'all. Can you see me?
Yeah, you're a little high. Hold on a second.
Oh, God. I'm a little high. Well, here we are. Can you see me? I'm a little high. Got half of me. Do I need to jump off my stool?
No, you're perfect.
Okay, great. It's good to see everyone tonight. And greetings from Hendersonville, where we're kind of slowly but surely inching our way out of lockdown a little bit,
Lockdown, and you've had some crazy weather going on.
Oh, my goodness. We had Sunday, before the pandemic, we had tornadoes that wiped out a lot of East Nashville downtown and around. And so that happened. Then the virus happened. And then Sunday night, we had another round of storms. There were straight line winds, and it was like hurricane strength that they had. And it did a lot of damage around. And then we had another round Monday night while I was doing my show. And it was crazy, like how much more did we stand, because, if you go to downtown Nashville, ghost town, we live about 20 miles north, so downtown Nashville is under a whole different operation. The rest of us are just totally shut down. It's really weird to see Broadway just with nobody's open at all. It's just very, very strange to see Music City with no music going on. We're all playing online.
So you've driven downtown?
I have not. I've just seen on TV. I've been out as far as Opryland, and it was a ghost town out there too. It's really weird to see the Opryland area just like barricaded and police out there, and there's no people. So it's really bizarre. But hey, it's our presence. So, but we're good here in the Ville, and I'm enjoying being home with my family and working on music. And of course, I'm doing like you. I'm having shows on my Monday nights. I'm doing my show at 7 o'clock, and we're having a lot of fun with that. We've done 7 shows now,
and they're great.
It's been a whole lot of fun.
I've popped in on a lot of your shows. I love it. And when we're done here and I post this show, I'll tag you in it,
Yes.
and then you can go on and post a link to your show. And I know there will be people here on Monday night.
Oh, that would be wonderful. We have a lot of fun. You know, it's every week's different, and I get some requests for stuff that I haven't played in years that people will ask for that I wrote, and then they'll ask for cover, and I'll play some covers each week, and it'll be stuff that I have never played before. I have no. I'll try anything. I just ask that nobody asks for Wagon Wheel or Stairway to Heaven. I'm not going to play those. Anything else is all right, you know.
But I bet you have.
So,
how long have you been playing, and what was your first instrument?
my first, I started out on piano when I was 9 years old, and I came from a musical family because my parents both sang and were traveling. I mean, I really was on stage, you know, 2 weeks before born. My mom was singing up until 2 weeks before I was born, and 2 weeks after I was born, they took me out on the road. And so the first instrument I took up was piano at 9, and then I switched over to guitar when I was 11, and it's been guitar ever since, and then ukulele and mandolin a lot later, and bass, and so I play a lot of instruments.
Yes, you do.
You know. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with it.
And you have 2 brothers also? Or did your family play together as you were growing up?
Well, you know, I would sing with my folks, and then my mother got out of it after all of those kids came along, you know, and she worked, both my parents always worked, but, you know, with my youngest brother and I played with my dad in bands, and then we started rock bands. My kid brother, Tony, and I did. And my brother, Andy's the sound engineer, so we've all been in showbiz. Andy's not in it anymore, but Tony is. He plays in a bunch of bands. He's a wonderful drummer and bass player, and he works for Ovation Guitars and Drum Workshop. And so we, you know, it's always been our family. But none of the kids, my brother's kids, none of them are interested in it. It's so funny. So I guess after we're gone, there won't be any more music coming out of this house, right? I don't know, but maybe they'll change their minds.
You never know
We'll
where
see.
that comes from. I was going to ask you something. Oh, you've performed at Grand Ole Opry, at the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah. If any of your folks out there remember Skeeter Davis, who had the giant hit Into the World. In fact, Skeeter Davis was like really the first country pop crossover artist, and this record went huge. And when I was a little girl, my Aunt Mary worked at RCA for Chet Atkins.
Wow.
And Skeeter was becoming a big star with End of the World. And so it was my dream when I was a little kid. I'd say, Skeeter Davis, I'm going to sing with you when I grow up. And sure enough, about 1996, she was diagnosed with cancer. And she called me up and started taking me on the road. And we went to like Barbados and St. Lucia and all across the States too. And then, of course, I got to sing on the Opry with her a bunch of times, which was a huge thrill. You know, that's just something I'll never get over. That was definitely one of the biggest thrills of my life, was to stand on that stage and that little strip of wood from the old stage at the Ryman, in the circle they call it. And I've been in the circle. And
Wait. There's a strip. Tell me about that. There's a strip of wood from the Ryman?
Yeah, and there's the circle, they call it, at the Opry House out at Opryland out on Bradley Parkway, and it's a piece of the wood from the stage at the Ryman.
Really?
Yeah. Although they do still go back to the Ryman to have shows that, you know, the Opry will go back to the Ryman sometimes. But, but it's a piece of the Ryman stage from the original Grand Ole Opry at the, they still call that place the New Opry House, and it's been there for nearly 50 years, you know, but out at Opryland, but they still call it the New Opry House.
Oh, that's funny. I've been to the Ryman a couple of times and actually been backstage and walked all around, and there's all those photos and artifacts and stuff from, what an incredible building. What an absolutely incredible place. I've never been to the Grand Ole Opry, though. I need to do that.
Oh, that's on your, you have to do that. You have to experience that. It's nothing like it. You know, of course, it's a bit different now. But I went to the Ryman back when I was a little girl. I'd go to the Opry back then, you know, with my mom, and and my Aunt Mary, and we'd go to see Skeeter back when I was a little kid. So I actually got to see the Grand Ole Opry in the Ryman way back in the glory day, the old days, you know, because I'm old. But anyway.
Well, before you play, and I didn't get to take. Oh yeah, if you ever get to Nashville, Jim, do the Ryman tour. And yeah, I mean, I've been to Nashville 10 times easily, and I've never been to Grand Ole Opry. I have seen on your Facebook page that you are an extra in films.
Yes, I have been. The very first movie I ever worked in was, I don't know if you remember, it was called The Thing Called Love with River Phoenix. It was like the last movie he ever did. I was in that movie really quick. I was running across the parking lot of the Bluebird Cafe, and that was the first time I worked in a movie. And then many years later, I was an extra on Nashville.
Okay.
The ABC series that later went to the CMT, and I played a bunch of different parts. And I've been in some videos, including Haley and Michael's Me Too video, and then the Black Keys Go. I had a really nice part in that one too. And so I do background acting. I've been in a couple of independent films that never saw the light of day. You know, Checks in the Mail.
Sure, I've been
right,
in those.
but
Yeah.
you know the deal. You know a drill, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, we make it work where we can make it happen.
We do.
What
roll with the flow.
Say that again?
I said we roll with the flow.
We do, and I was saying when I met you and you walked into the house at Michael's, you had all these guitars with you. You drove. You're on the road. I mean, this is life changing for everybody. It's all changed. But as musicians, our lives have. It's changed and it's altered and it's different, and we're doing a lot of online stuff. And I fly a lot and I drive a lot. But do you know how many miles a year you normally put on your car?
No telling, because I drive. I do about 250 shows a year, and I play in about 15 states throughout the year. It's down. I don't even know. I'd have to sit down and figure it up. It's thousands and thousands of miles. You know, it's crazy, and I did it all by myself. And this has been life changing for me, like everybody else. I mean, I'm so used to being gone, and I haven't been. The last road trip I was on was March 14th when I was in West Virginia, and then I came back home, and that's when everything went, you know. And I've been playing online ever since, and. It's weird to not be going out of town. Of course, my dog loves it.
I know, right?
The dogs are totally enjoying this, and whenever we start going out again, they're going to hate this, you know.
Yes.
They're going to go, "You're leaving me, why?" You know.
Yeah, I landed on March 12th, and I've been, you know, same thing, just stopped. And in Nashville, like in the town, I'm in St. Joseph, Michigan right now. I live in the Bay Area, but I'm here. But I'm born and raised in this area, and we have, in the summertime, it's across from Chicago, so it gets a lot of tourists, and there are a lot of festivals and Chalk on the Block and antique fairs, all canceled. Everything's canceled. So if Nashville's opening up, are they continuing?
Oh, no, very much. No, not Nashville. Hendersonville, where I live, we're starting to open up a little bit. All of the smaller counties and towns in Tennessee are gradually reopening, but the big cities like Nashville and Memphis are still nothing. I mean, Nashville's they're on total lockdown still.
Okay, because I talked to Jeff Coffin the other day, a horn player, and he's starting to open up and do stuff. So in Hendersonville, are there summer things? Everything are your gigs all canceled? Is kind of what I'm asking you so far. Have you?
Yeah, well, I just got some more cancellations in today because I had some left at the end of May. It looks like I'm going to be getting back out in places in June. It looks like a lot of because I do a lot of things up in Ohio and down in Florida, and Georgia opened back up. They're wide open, but I'm going to wait a while before I go down there. But Ohio is going to be opening at the end of this month, and I think, Chicago. I've got a lot of things for the summer. So right now, from June on, it looks like hopefully I take it day by day, Jenna. I really don't know how to plan anymore because, you know, you look at the books and you're thinking, well, is this still good? Am I still going to go out? And then you'll get the call, and you know, so every day I'm really learning that one day at a time.
Yeah.
That you know, I'm really that's really how I'm doing now.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you.
Yep, that's it. That's all we can do. So, but you know, we're all getting good stories out of this. I've written a couple of songs while this was going on, and I finished writing my book that I started 7 years ago, and I realized that perhaps the reason why I haven't finished writing my book yet was because I had to write about this, right? So, and hopefully there'll be a nice, lovely ending to this part of it, you know. But
I believe that to be the case. Well, would you mind serenading us on that beautiful guitar with your voice and
tempo? And this is called "Where There's a Will, There's a Way." I think that's a good theme song for us tonight, right? Against the wall, been there more than I care to know. I refuse to accept defeat. Things are bad as they should if they were meant to be. Patience is a virtue, they say. Well, that's the way all this way. Down the sunshine after the rain. You can't trust my pain. All things are possible when you have some faith. After the dark nights, the bright new day, I won't let my troubles stay. Medicine well, sounds away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I think that I can't take it anymore, I ask myself, what do I do it for? You tore up and sent a paperwork. I hold my head up high and I'm walking through. There's another dragon up for me, but there's a way out this way. Now the sun's gone after the rain. You can't trust my pain. All things are possible when you have some faith. After the dark times, the bright new day, and I will let my troubles stay. Where there's a will, sounds away. There's no mountain that's too high to climb. Where the east looks see up there's a state of mind. That's right, and I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, there'll be sunshine after the rain. And I trust my pain. All things are possible when you have some faith. After the dark nights, a bright new day, I won't let my troubles stay. Where there's a will, sounds away. Where there's a will, sounds away.
Woo!
Dancing, little girl.
I was dancing.
You were dancing.
I was dancing. A friend of mine, Melanie DeMore, just said, "Okay, you know some cool ass folks." Yes, I do. And I've always thought how fun it would be to have a party and invite all these cool ass folks that I have. Well, here's my party. Here's my party right now. So,
All right.
Yes, so nice. How John DeFazio's on. Thank you, John.
Hi,
When
I'm in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Okay. When did you write that song?
Oh, it's about 3 or 4 years ago. And it's going to be on my new album. I've been recording I was recording an album in Chicago before everything shut down, so I've got to finish that. But I wrote it about 3 or 4 years ago. I love, I've overcome a lot of obstacles in life, and so I just like to write things that lift people up and give them some hope. I think we need more of it. So I just try to be positive.
You're always positive.
I'm always.
Anytime I message you or text you, it's always a positive message for me, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You also do some really beautiful artwork.
Yes, thank you. I've been painting. I just took that up like 3 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I sure did. And I was the type of person that could not even draw very well or color within the lines or anything like that when I was a little kid. I was pretty pathetic in that department. And a friend of mine was persistent on coaxing me she wanted to teach me how to paint on porcelain, which is kind of a lost art, and it's old art too. And so I paint on china. And then I learned all kinds of china pieces, and then I've learned watercolor painting recently, so in recent weeks, I've done a few watercolors now too, and it's really a lot of fun. I mean, I'm amazed at taking a blank piece of porcelain or a blank, piece of watercolor paper and doing my thing, and then you see what comes out when you're finished. It's like, hey, I did that. But I love to paint. It's very, very therapeutic, and I never thought I could do it, but I can, and I love it,
And that's so when we did that gig at Michael's. So check it out, you guys. It was really beautiful space, and it was kind of a dark space. And I had my CDs out, and I saw my little salve, and Donna had her music out. And then at the end of the show, she started packing all this other stuff up, and I'm looking over there going, what is she packing up those plates? These little bowls. I didn't know that was your art until after it was packed up. Because I was, in my own little whatever world or something and concentrating on the gig. And then afterwards, when we were all talking about our dogs, it's when you saw that, when you said that, and you brought a couple of pieces out, and I was like, what? You made this stuff? It's incredible. It's beautiful. So you purchase pieces of raw porcelain and then paint, and then they're fired? Is that?
And then they're fired, and then and then they're done. And I don't have a kiln at my house. So the lady that taught me how to paint and that I work with, she lives about an hour from me. So I go and paint with her when we've been able to do that because she's, because of the
right.
staying home and everything that we've been able to paint together. And but I've been doing my watercolor painting at home because I don't have to fire that. I can just do that here. But you fire the pieces in the kiln, and then and it's really amazing. I've done all sorts of things, little boxes and jewelry pieces and bowls and plates and tiles, and I've painted about everything I've done. I think I've painted about 175 pieces in 3 years. Whatever I do, I just go full throttle. It's like, well, I do. I'm just full throttle all the time.
Do you sell it on your website, or do you just mostly pack it up when you're on the road?
Well, I take it on the road, but I tell you what, since I've been home all this time, I've been sold a bunch of it here.
Good.
I put photos of what I had left, and it looked like Amazon here. My mom and I were packing all these pieces, and I was going to the post office like nearly every day, and I've got to paint some more because I'm about out of what I had left. I've sold a lot at my shows, but then I put up some photos of the porcelain and said, well, I've got these for sale, and they were just flying out of here. People kept buying them, and then I put up some of the watercolors, and and some of those sold. So I'm like, wow, it's so I've been moving a lot of artwork too during this downtime, and
wow.
And of course, we're doing the tip thing on our shows, and then I've been getting some online work through other people to play. So I've been able to manage, during this time. Thanks to all the above. So
thanks to all the above. Well, thank you very much for being here tonight, and I'm just so honored, and it's a time that we get to connect, and how I feel about this show is about it's connecting with people on here, and it's creating more of a community, and now you're part of this community also, and you're invited back anytime you'd like to come back, and I have no plans of not doing this. So any 11/11, if you even say, hey Jen, I got some shows coming up in a certain town and I'd love to be on your show, please don't hesitate. And
thank you so much.
Well, it just opens up more time for us to spend time together, because we've been saying that too. We're always online going, I love you sis, one of these days, and then this happened. So
I miss you, and but I tell you, you don't realize, we talk one day at a time, and I never take anything or anybody for granted, but this is really, you just really, it's really crazy, just you miss everybody. We got so many people that we love out on the road, and friends, and you just, you miss seeing them.
Yes. It's like me, and like what I'm saying with you is, we have our community where we are at the moment, but when we have all these communities that we're connected to throughout the country and other countries, and it's amazing, and it's such a good feeling to be able to go into someone's living room and then play music for them and share a meal with them, and then you get to be a part of their story, and it's a real honor. And
it is.
And you also play a lot. You do a lot with seniors, and I see you're doing a virtual senior concert.
Yeah, Music for Seniors. This is a big payback day for fundraising, and Music for Seniors. I've been with them for 5 years, and of course, of course, when all this happened, the first thing that went goodbye were all of our seniors gigs, and we couldn't do anymore. And so Music for Seniors started up a virtual program, which we're launching tomorrow, to go into the facilities that we've been going to visit. So they're going to be featuring 8 of us, their regular musicians and programs every hour, a different one each hour. I have no idea what time I'm on. I know I'm on one of those, but so we're launching our virtual online service tomorrow for Music for Seniors. So we're real excited about that.
And is that something that people can log on to see?
Yeah, they can go to Music for Seniors has a Facebook page, and they can go on there tomorrow and just because they'll be playing a different artist every hour, and it's our program that we do for our senior communities, and because I think that's going to be one of the last places that will open up to the to people again. And so I miss seeing those folks. I miss, we're talking about the connection, and, you miss getting to see those sweet people, too. And, they're just so precious, and I miss them.
Yes. I had quite a few gigs set up in senior centers as well, and I go and visit some friends of mine now that are in. I just go stand by the window, and I talk on the phone, and we do FaceTime, and they're like, oh, I like your, I bring Lillian there, and yeah, it's really important. I think Eddie and Lillian would have a good time together.
Yes, they would. I hope they meet one of these days, right? They're going to.
They will, for sure.
They will.
Would you like to play another song before you say goodnight, or are you? I would love that.
I'm trying to think of what I want to play. Any requests? Let's see. Give me a moment. Let's see. I've got so many.
There might be a request that comes up. Does anyone have a request? People are typing in. Let's give it a minute. Tell me again. So Monday night, your show is
7 o'clock. I just call it Monday Night Musical Merriment. It's from 7 to about 8:30. I play originals, and I have people turn in requests every week, and so we play those, and it's a whole lot of fun.
It's a whole lot of fun. Well,
yeah, we have.
I see no requests, so I think it's up to you if you would like to play another one. And
Can I? Let me grab some. I got something. Hang on a minute. I'm walking away, but hold on.
ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Dylan and Cash. All right, I got something. It's a song that I wrote for this time that we're in, and this is called "I'm Keeping the Faith." I'd like to share it, if I may.
Thank you.
It's a
Donna Frost.
yeah, but it's gonna be a mellow song.
Are you DonnaFrost.com?
Well.com went bye-bye for now, but I'm on Reverb Nation and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So we'll get the website back up soon.
Yeah, I need a new website too. I hear you. Okay.
My heart is breaking today, but I'm not broken yet. I try to be optimistic, even though I'm upset. I won't live in fear. I'll just wait unknown. Life as we knew it, it's gone forever. What will it be like the next time we're together? I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. Look for the rainbow in the starry sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why. We're at this place, no turning back. We wanna wake up and when I go to sleep. But that's what happened 'cause we're in trouble deep tonight. Keeping the faith, see a better day. There's a time for everything and everything in its time. Holding on by a thread before I lose my mind. How much more pain is suffering in this world stand? There are socially distanced, we can't go anywhere. How did we get here? Time lost in prayer. I'm keeping faith. We'll see a better day. Look for the rainbow in the starry sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why. We're at this place, no turning back. When I wake up, feel like I gotta sleep. But that's what happened 'cause we're in trouble deep tonight. Keeping the faith, see a better day. Then I think of all I have to be thankful for. I got my family and friends and I need nothing more. I choose to
Always so
Thank you.
always so positive. You're just a really bright light.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's what I want. That's what I hope I accomplish in my mission here on Earth, right? Is to be a positive light. Just make a difference somehow.
Well, you have in my life, and I know you have for many, many others in the world, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And my friend Melanie, absolutely, and my friend Jim Chang, thanks you, and you just you made my life better. So thank you very much.
Well, thanks, girl. I'm so thankful to have you for my friend. I love you so much, and you are so talented and you're so positive and a light too, my dear. You really are.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're my sister.
I'm glad we're sisters. Don't we look alike? We're sisters.
Yeah, we do. We do.
We do. Cool.
I love you.
I love you too. Well, don't forget, when this gets posted, go on and put any link and anything you want to put on here, and you're getting lots of thanks and lots of praise on the page. And Monday night, Donna Frost, Monday night, 7 p.m. Central. No.
Yeah, 7 Central Time.
7 Central.
And we go to about 8:30 or so. So.
Cool. And you can send in requests.
Yes, you can send in requests, and I'll play them, except I won't play Freebird or Wagon Wheel, but or Stairway to Heaven, but anything else is okay.
What if somebody gives you a good donation, you might do Wagon Wheel, no?
You would. I would do Wagon Wheel if the price is right.
Exactly.
But I'd have to move it up.
I hear you, girl. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you, dear.
I'll reach out to you in a few minutes, okay?
Right, I'll be right here.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Donna Frost. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Yeah. 11:11 with Jenna. Never know what's going to be happening. I certainly don't. I just, like, one day, one night, one morning, one afternoon. It all happens because I think of someone, and it's booked for some. It's not booked for every night. I kind of go with my flow of how the day is and what the day is. And it's pretty awesome. And so are all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to go outside, howl at the moon. Celeste! My sister! Hi. 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 Have you seen the moon tonight yet? Is it not dark enough in the Bay Area to check out the moon? The flower moon? It's quite a moon out there. Check out the flower moon. I'm going to check out what it looks like over Lake Michigan. Besos. Mwah. So, Celeste, I would love to have you on the show, and we can talk about everything you're doing too. And yeah, you can see it. Oh, good. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Have a good night. Be safe. Go run outside and look at the moon. Ow! That's how I roll. Celeste, we will talk tomorrow. Melanie, I need you back. Come on down. All right. Hi, Bill. I'm putting your CDs together. I have a big package of CDs going out. Oh, good. She posted a photo of the moon. Y'all, thank you so much. Another 11:11 with Jenna. Signing off for the night. See you tomorrow. Love hard.